Breaking news, the U.S. is collapsing and people are going crazy, protesting that they want more rights. Farmers are getting upset, business is going out, the Constitution is falling apart. We need something to fix up this economy and save us from jeopardy. Let's go to Brock Martin and Tilted Towers for more details and the story behind this incident.
Are we wrong? Wow. Thank you, Ellis. So you know the U.S. Constitution is falling apart. The story behind this is when the British Empire got defeated by the colonists that left Americans independence. The Treaty of Paris ratifies the independence of the 13 colonies after the U.S. is finally free and happy, but only for a little bit. I'll hand over to Brock Carroll for more details.
Thanks, Martin. The towns down south are finally satisfied and happy. The people agree with the new 10 amendments, especially the first one. These amendments are what started the American core values of freedoms. Thanks to the guarantees of the First Amendment, Americans have freer access to the news than most people in other countries. Obviously, before this, the U.S. was falling and failing apart, so that's why James Madison made the Constitution Confederation to replace the Articles of Confederation. Another great benefit that the First Amendment gives us is it forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over the other and also restriction on individuals' religious practices. I'll hand it over to Ellis.
Thanks, Carol. A U.S. citizen by the name of James Madison came up with a brilliant idea. His idea is called the 10 Amendments. The most important one to society is the first one. Its purpose is to make sure Congress can't make any laws restricting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. It protects freedoms of speech, press, assembly, and the right to petition the government for redress of grievances. It was proposed in 1789 and ratified on December 15, 1791. Let's go back to Brock Martin for more details.
More on this amendment. This amendment is not the only prevents government restriction on the speech. It does not prevent restrictions on speech imposed by private individuals or businesses. In response to the First Amendment, they proposed because they didn't want the British Emperor collecting their taxes and increasing prices. You guys might be asking, how did the law or amendment get passed? Madison explained that it will be proposed by voting 2/3 of the state request one by the convention called for that purpose. Carol can take over from here.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. Once the U.S. realized they were free, they needed to make laws and rules. Long story short, the citizens got upset and said the laws were unfair, and none of the states got along. The U.S. states started to separate, and even some of the states would depart from the colonies and make their own nation. I'll give the mic to Ellis.
Thanks, Carol. A recent problem with the First Amendment is that 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, argues that he has no right of speech because everyone wants to press charges and take him to court for no reason to keep him off the ballot. U.S. reporters all say that we would have kept the First Amendment the same because it protects our rights of speech, press, assembly, petition, and religion. It also gives us the rights of the preamble. That's all for now. We'll hand it over to Ms. Kreider.